Okay, this is all about Breakaway Wichita, our local spring break missions trip. So here's everything you need to know, parents and students, about this missions trip that's happening March 13th through the 19th, 2022. So here's a couple things you need to be aware of. First off, there's a registration deadline for an early bird price. For $150, that includes everything, you need to register on this link right here, okay? By December 31st. So starting at 12:01 January 1st, the price goes up to $200 on that. So here's what that cost gets you. It includes a t-shirt, includes all the food, travel costs, ministry supplies, even a fun day, everything included. I guarantee you, you will not find a mission trip that's cheaper than this here at Ridgepoint. So it's $150 by December 31st. Please register your students, okay? So it's not just a student, there's a bunch of questions that are not just for the student but also for the parent. So both of you need to be present when you register online on that. After January 1st, there's no guarantee that your spot will be able to be filled, and the price goes up to $50 starting January 1st, 2022. So here's a couple things that you need to be aware of. This is a local mission trip, which means we are not going to outside of Kansas or outside of Wichita or the country even. This is a local mission trip, which means we're going to be meeting at Ridgepoint Church, that's our home base, each day. So at 8 a.m. we're going to be meeting at the church. There'll be a chance for like maybe a light breakfast, but we're encouraging people to eat breakfast at home. They're going to pack their sack lunches. They're going to divide up in ministry teams and then spread out throughout Wichita. So they're going to be all over Wichita and serving different organizations. We are going to have all kinds of organizations lined up to help partner with us, like Youth Horizons and the Food Bank and all that. There's going to probably be 10 different organizations we're going to be working through. I guarantee you most of your students haven't had a chance to connect or work with all of them. We're going to be working with local churches, secular organizations, Christian organizations, all to serve. So we're meeting at 8 a.m., go serve. We come back around supper time or just before supper time. We eat supper together at Ridgepoint Church. Then we're going to have a session, and we're going to bring in local pastors and ministry leaders to come and train us and encourage us and inspire us to go serve again and learn more about the city, learn more about God and each other. And then we go home in our beds around 9 p.m. So after the session, that's one of the best parts for this mission trip, especially for the leaders. They love that, is to go home and sleep in your own beds, and we do it all over again come the next day. So the schedule is Sunday, March 13th. That night during spring break, we're going to have our opening session that evening. So it starts right at around supper time on Sunday. We'll have a session that replaces Access, and then all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we serve, and then Friday is kind of our fun day. We're going to be doing some unique things. Our goal is to kind of tour the local Muslim mosque, have some lunch, maybe go to a fun place to do some fun and games, and then end with a nice, huge, big kind of family fest celebration where we invite the community to be a part of that. That's our goal Friday night, and it ends Friday night. So Saturday and Sunday, you're on your own. You can rest, recuperate, whatever you need to before school starts back up. So it ends Friday night, technically after the big festival that we are planning for that Friday. So here's a couple of things. This is what we call a mission trip rotation. So here at Ridgepoint students, especially for high school, we're on a mission trip rotation, which means every spring break we have some kind of mission trip. Every spring break we have a mission trip, but it's not always the same location. So in 2022, it's going to be a local mission trip. But 2023, 2024, and so forth, it will most likely be what we call a domestic one, inside or close to the United States, but outside of Kansas. And then maybe 2024 is a foreign mission trip like we went to Costa Rica last year. So our goal is every student go on a mission trip before they graduate high school. This will probably be the only time your current high schooler will have a chance to go on a local mission trip, and it is the best starter mission trip if they've never been on a mission trip before. Breakaway Wichita is the best starter mission trip. A lot of the people who went to Breakaway Wichita in 2018 felt called and wanted to go to Costa Rica in 2021. So it was exciting to kind of see that bridge across. So make sure they sign up for that. Why should someone go on a mission trip? We believe here at Rich Point Students that a student who goes on a mission trip has the best opportunity for what we call a spiritual marker in their lives. We have seen immense amount of growth, more than anything we can provide on Sunday nights for Access, at camp, at SCYC, missions trips. You see a trajectory and they grow in their spiritual life more than anything else we provide. So we really value and put a high importance on mission trips, and that's why we're doing that again this year in 2022 for a local mission trip. We also see that if students don't have a heart for the community, they don't have a heart for where they are, okay, it's going to be a tainted experience to feel heart for the missions world outside of the United States, outside of Kansas. So that's another reason why we always have a local mission trip as part of the rotation in this experience, because God says, don't just go to the ends of the earth, serve right where you are in your sphere of influence in this. So that's another reason why we're going on a missions trip locally. So 2 other things I have before we wrap up. The first thing is, let's say you have some kind of other commitment, okay? So a work commitment, which we really encourage you to take off this week for work, but it could be a sports commitment, it could be a school commitment that you just absolutely can't get out of, and you need to miss part of the day, okay, or something like that. You can still attend the local missions trip, okay? Basically on the form we have the days divided up as if you're going to be gone, let's say Monday mornings or Monday and Tuesday mornings, I'm going to be gone, but I'll be there the rest of the time. You need to mark that for us so we can make sure we can divide up in the proper ministry teams during the week. So you can still attend the local mission trip, even if you're going to be gone a certain sections each day. Like we had last time we did this, a student was gone 4 to 5 each day at an appointment. They just couldn't get out of it. So we came back from the church before 4. This person went on their appointment, came back at 5, had supper, and it was super easy. But you have to let us know beforehand. Here's the other thing. If you're not serving on a regular basis, you can't just come to Friday's Fun Day. Friday's Fun Day is for people who serve throughout the rest of the week. The price is going to be same because our price doesn't change based on our numbers. And what I mean by that is we still have to rent pretty much the same number of vans, pretty much the same number of ministry supplies, all that. So even if you're going to miss a day or part of a day, the price is all the same, $150 no matter what. If you have any questions, please contact me or contact Candy for those kind of details on if you have very specific things. But in the form, the online form that you register, that's going to answer a lot of your questions. The second thing is parent involvement. So here's parents, here's what we need: help involvement. First off, continue to pray. Pray for your student. Even if your student is not going, please pray for this mission trip and all the people who are going on it. The other thing is, if you would like to serve and go on a mission trip with us, this is a great opportunity to do that. So parents need to fill out the application as well, because you're applying for that. We have limited number of spots for adults, just because we want to make sure we have all the spots available for the students. So if you're interested adults and you want to be a sponsor for that week, go ahead and fill out the application just like you would for a student. And we'll look at it, contact you, and let you know on this. But it's an awesome experience if you can serve alongside your student on a missions trip. The other thing is, and the last thing for this is, maybe you can't serve that week, and that's okay, but we need food donations. So starting in January, we're going to send out a list of all the food donations we need for the meals for the entire week. Last time we had close to 30 people go on this Breakaway Wichita mission trip in 2018, and so we're expecting about 35 to 40 people this time to go on a mission trip, and that's a lot of food. That's a lot of sandwiches, snacks, meals each night. So we're going to be sharing an opportunity where your family can participate, or your neighbors, or your grandparents, or your life group, or Sunday school class, or anything like that can also participate and really keep the costs low for food donations. That's pretty much it for Breakaway Wichita. If you have any questions, please contact me or contact Candy Bergman, our Access Director, and we would love to kind of answer those questions. In fact, the last thing, I forgot almost, the last thing that you need to be aware of is we're having our first team meeting on Sunday, January 30th. On Sunday, January 30th at 11 a.m. in the Activity Center, we're going to have our first team meeting. So this is for people who've already signed up and people who still yet have not signed up. Again, the price goes up after January 1st, but they can attend this meeting to kind of see what's it about. We're going to answer all the questions. Parents, you can come and join in on that meeting. You don't have to, but it's totally up to you. But we're going to be communicating to the parents, to the students. Hopefully students pass on the information if parents aren't there on Sunday, January 30th, 2022 at 11 a.m. in the Activity Center. And that's going to help answer a lot of your questions. But please sign up before the December 31st deadline to save $50. Thank you for kind of checking out Breakaway Wichita. We're excited. You can click the links below if you want a handout with all the information. And as always, you can go on the website. That's where you register and get more information. We really think Breakaway Wichita is going to be an awesome opportunity for students to break away from their regular routine and be impacted by God. All right, see ya.